Ready? Home team selection: Georgia Bulldogs.
What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Entering play normal.
Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Option red key. Option defensive. RPO right. Tackling. Coach. Big overachieve. There are 2 categories. You have 22 options. Cover 6 draft is selected.
Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This rivalry might not be as bitter for Alabama as the ones against Auburn or Tennessee, or for Georgia, the ones against Florida or Georgia Tech. But when Alabama and Georgia have met over the past decade or so, no matchup has been more impactful across the SEC or college football.
Oh, there's no doubt. Georgia's had a Bama problem. I mean, they've kind of had their number. Obviously got over the hurdle for the national championship, but some great teams that have been held back because Alabama's dominance. This is a big rivalry. This is a huge day for the Dogs.
Anytime these teams play, it feels like a national championship. Even more than an SEC championship. We've seen that time and time again. But one thing I know, Georgia's defense is going to know where Ryan Williams is lining up each and every play. Because the true freshman last year made this defense a lot.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Audible.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll move the tight end. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game serving for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line.
0-1 trap.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finding open areas. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Entering play call.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Punt is in the air. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
3, 2 to 4 single mud. Let's text free, sim free.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitz.
Open spaces. He's close to the 1st down, and they're going to mark him just a little short.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Cover 4 drop showed you.
The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught behind the line. It's caught. Oh, out of space. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot.
Entering pause screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected. Entering cancel
your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Creates a little room. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Simpson. Swings it out to his running back. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
MTN jailbreak screen.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll run the screen. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Jet HD trap.
Of options on 2nd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The give to the back. And some room to work. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Categories. You have 11 options.
Really good looking run. Think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman. Obviously, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here.
It's a running room. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Over the middle, it's Cuevas. Stop is made at the end, but it'll be enough to set up a first and goal.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Ooh, a jet sweep pass. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver, hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
It's just so nice to have a suggestions. Who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made.
Entering play ball formation. There are 6. Big 4, quick 3, load, cover 3 match, cover 3 match.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the catch. And they'll slide it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Zone blitz. From time. Rush. There are 3 categories. You have 17 options. Cover 4 quarters is selected. Give cushion.
Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Makes it past the marker. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And wings it incomplete.
Entering plate.
And this defense, we know they present a lot a lot of challenges, and you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got it in the middle. It's dealt. There he goes. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Entering play call. Favorites.
Here, look, that wasn't a touchdown.
You have
That is a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now from inside the red zone. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front court, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
Entering play call. Favorites. There are 8 categories. You have 128 options. You be correct. Sweep selected.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the tight end. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Short cross. Post.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. The short hands. It's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, looking to pass. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them. on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Inside the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Gonna look downfield again. Get it out on the screen. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Third down. Defense is thinking pass. So those defensive ends rushing up the field. That plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wheel shot. I'll go.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handed it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Complete to the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to throw, it's Simpson.
Notification.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Single back, shotgun, cut, crease, favorites, done, QB crack, sweep.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown time! A great catch and run for 6.
Entering play call.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
Favorites. There are 6 categories. You have 21 options.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on its way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And a great play design here in this type of situation, obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the play.
Skips away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside in the toe drag for the big pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looking to throw at Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
There are 7 categories. You have 6 options.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Entering costs normal. Top normal.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
AHD zone WK.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Line getting set on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
Entering
solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Entering.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Gets it out quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Post, verticals, RPO red, Y flat.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. They'll leave it with him. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. A run for the quarterback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Empty and mesh coast.
So going for it on fourth down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
0-1
yeah, that's impressive because
trap.
that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball. And it works out.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man. This crowd really affected the football game.
Oh, it's a reverse. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. You can give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. To the air, it's Simpson. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. Can you knock it off the crossbar? Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Rush is on him. Got room at the 35. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Going to swing it on second down. He turns it loose to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one.
MTN jailbreak screen.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet.
Entering
All
play
down,
call.
but he has enough to move the
jailbreak swing.
chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Working that wide receiver screen.
Enter
And the big
verticals.
defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Entering play.
You know, David,
Entering
this is
twist.
really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Hines is tight end. That'll get the job done and move the
Entering
chains, and
play
they'll mark the
call.
ball at
Coach
the 45.
suggestions. There are 8 categories. You
Well, they
have
pick up the
15
first against zone
options.
coverage. The
HP
biggest
zone,
key there is the
WK
quarterback
selected.
understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
He is going nowhere.
Entering
Stop at the
verticals.
line of scrimmage.
High look page.
So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Miller. Steps out at the 34-yard line.
Entering
Big
play
pickup
call.
on that
Coach
one in this
suggestions.
offense
There
within
are 8
striking distance.
categories. You have 15 options.
Quarterbacks
QB
love
sweep
running
is
backs who can
selected.
catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Didn't find much running room there. Picked up a few
Entering
before
play
he's forced out
call.
of
Coach
bounds.
suggestions. There are 8 categories.
The
You have
Crimson
15
Tide rolled to that
options.
last first
HB
down on the
zone
ground.
level
Let's see if they
play
go
selected.
right back to the run. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Catch in the middle. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down
Entering
after
play
a nice
call.
game.
Clear. There are 8 empty trips. There are 3 categories. You have 5 options. QB blast is selected.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback keeper. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you
There are
for a
2
whole length of a game.
categories. You have 7 options. Rocket toss is selected.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They try to get it outside on the left. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. A lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
MTN escort power. MTN RZ press. Preload RP. DBL MTN potty elite.
Boy, They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Simpson. He got it. He stopped just short
Entering
of the goal
play
line, but they'll
call
have it
favorites.
1st
There are
and
8
goal from the
categories.
line.
You have 128 options.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the defense
Entering
holds
play
firm.
call
No
favorites.
pickup
There are 8
at all
categories.
on that play.
Formation. Punch it. Punch. Wide RPO alert. QB led.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? This is a designed run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Entering
With
play
that, the
call,
lead
coach
nice and
suggestions.
comfortable,
There
and
are
they're
8
cruising
categories.
toward a
You have
4-0
15
start.
options. That again to
I like the
selected.
aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this
Entering
guy.
play
He was going to take
normal.
some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the
Entering
25.
play call favorites. There are 6 categories.
The drive
You have
starts from
21
their own
options.
25-yard
Punch
line.
0 is selected.
Going right to work up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas.
Entering
They stop him
play
almost
pressure.
immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're
Entering
in
play
business.
call formation.
The number one objective for a
Sprint out
defense
smash.
is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Entering play call favorite.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They'll give it to the back. He's loose. What a good run there. He has enough
Entering
for the
play
1st
call.
down.
Sprint out smash. Reload GLHB. Coach formation. There are close. There are 3 categories. You have 8 options. HB counter WK is
The
selected.
Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
Entering play
Touchdown,
call.
Crimson
Coach
Tide.
suggestions.
And they
There are
add
8
6 more on
categories.
the
You
board with
have
that trip
15
to the house.
options. That event is
They
selected.
give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick
Entering play
update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma State is just getting blown out today. I've never seen this program look so bad, and I am a man. I'm 40. They're trailing by 35 to
Entering
Baylor.
play call.
We'll circle
favorites.
back if
There are
anything
6
big happens in
categories.
this
You have
Big
21
12 flash of the
options.
Titans,
Zero
guys.
selected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss. And he'll be stopped behind the line.
Entering play, mugs and pressure.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
So the penalty will not be
call,
enforced. The defense finds and stands on the result of the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming.
There are 6
timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
3 key. You have 3 options. Prevent
down in the fourth quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Close. Entering paused screen, you have 9 options. Resume is entering. Attention, pop up. Your peer has conceded the game. Exit game. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions.